Hey, man, welcome to the first ever Two Drunk Aliens podcast, man. I'm Scott Miller, and I'm here with Ash White.
Scotty, how are you, man? It's
good,
good
man.
to be
Excited,
up
man.
and going, and
Hell yeah.
we've waited a fair while to get here, and here we are. We're ready to go.
We are, man, and this is the first time we've done this, so hey, looking really forward to it. Ash, man, the studio is looking absolutely amazing, and it's only going to get bigger and better the more we get into it and the more we do. So I'm really looking forward to that, man. So let's just tell people that maybe don't know us how we met. I think we met playing a silly game with a ball and a stick that we had a passion for many a year.
It could have been baseball, couldn't it?
It could have been. It could have been.
And in South Australia?
Yeah. Yep, South Australia.
So we played some baseball up there, and we got to a point where we thought, hey, how about we have a bit of a chat show? So we ended up doing the white magic for 10 or 11 episodes. And
10 episodes, yeah. It was 10 amazing episodes that we did. Now we've decided to go down a little bit of a more of a individual passion that we have together that we found out over a phone call in my backyard. And you gave me a call, and we spent 45 minutes talking, and we found out we both have a bit of a passion for aliens and Bigfoot and
paranormal.
Your stuff is the big paranormal stuff.
Absolutely.
I'm not looking forward to those conversations because I reckon after we have those conversations, I won't sleep for a week. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it.
It's a bit of an alien bromance, isn't it? Hey.
Yeah, I reckon we'll get that on a T-shirt, dude. I reckon that's fantastic.
Good. I know a bloke that makes a few shirts, so that'll be good.
That's amazing, dude. That's actually amazing. So how did this come about, Ash, man? Like, I remember a guy when we were sitting in the bar at the baseball club having a few beers, and me and you were off in a little corner just having a little chat, and he goes, you two should do a damn podcast, man. We're like, fuck. And then, yeah, this is where it is now, mate.
Well, at least now we didn't know the content also that you were a UFOer and I was a UFOer as well, and a Bigfooter and all those sorts of things. So when it all came together, hey, let's have a go at this. We've already done a season on the Mill Road Studios with the other one, so it's time to step up. We went out and got some road speakers and some headphones,
some amazing stuff. Like this is worlds in front of what we did before. Like this,
we were still filming on the phones,
man. Yeah, so, and hey, that worked out really well, man. We had some great episodes there with some amazing people. But yeah, now it's starting to get into the aliens. So
yeah, that's it. We got the Procaster 2 now, which is helping Scotty and I do this sort of chat together now, which is perfect. So at this stage, yes, we're new to it, and it's a matter of now trying to find where we fit in the whole UFO thing.
Yeah, man, come along for a ride, man. If you like us, that's great. If you don't,
we've talked about local stuff. We want to hear UFOs from South Australia.
Yeah.
If you have got a story, please give us a call. There are contact numbers and that you can.
Yeah, you can check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Ashman's put out his number there. So if you want to have a talk, well, hey, look, we'll take you serious. If you want to come on the podcast, fine. If you don't, we'll come out and do a little bit of an interview and take your story and talk about it on the site. So
that's right. And your name can be withheld if you choose to. So that's all good. It's a matter of just trying to get that content out with the local people, you know.
Blood oath. Because it's so huge in the United States, and yet in Australia we hear very little. I mean, in the United States it's in front of Congress. Like they're trying to get a bill going right now where they're trying to get the president to sign off on actual UFO technology. It's amazing. But yeah, here in our little Australia, I'm sure we have them. I'm sure they're flying around.
I'm sure they're here, mate. I'm sure it seems to be more so that they're underwater as well. Now, whether they're whether they're real or they're not real, or they've been here for a long time, and we've had this discussion about going to Mars, haven't we, with Elon Musk?
Yeah, old Elon, talking about aliens.
Yeah. And how much water you need to stop all the bad stuff coming from the sun. And I'm sure they're underwater if they're already here.
Yeah.
Good place to hide. That's what they're telling us.
There's a fair bit out there, Ashman.
Jeremy Corbell, George Knapp, Weaponized. That one is excellent. That gives us an update weekly from the United States. The other one is Cool Tard. He's got his Need to Know podcast.
Yeah, the Australian guy. He
And,
talks a little bit advanced for me, Ashman. I struggle keeping up
That's
with
with
him.
Bryce Sable as well.
Yeah.
So that's a great one to listen to. Those guys are on the beat.
Yeah.
And they're two buddies as well that they knew each other. They worked. I think they did 16 podcasts before they'd actually even seen face to face. And they went over to the Santa Monica jetty and actually met on the jetty, and they filmed it. It was fantastic.
Amazing.
So these two guys, one Aussie, one Californian,
Yeah.
and they drove around everywhere and spoke to everybody. And
Yeah.
I get such a buzz out of those two guys. They're just so good. And Coulthard's so clear. You know, he's an award-winning investigative journalist.
But then you got Knapp.
George Knapp, he's been round
He's
since
been the man that introduced Bob Lazar
with your mate Bob.
And yeah, he's you'd actually call him the godfather of actually coming forth and actually talking about. He had a late night show on the radio.
Sure did.
And
coast to coast, was it?
Coast to coast, yeah. So these guys have been doing it for a long time. So we're new on the scene, but the biggest thing I think you're going to get from me and my mate Ash is we're not scientists. We're gonna come from
Not this week.
No, we're gonna come from a basic view on what we see, and we're gonna muck up names, and we're gonna say the wrong words. And as Ashman likes to tease me a lot, I enjoy making up words, so I'll be making up a few words as we go along. But the biggest, hottest topic at the moment, Ashman, over in the US, is the whistleblower that's just come out.
Sure. Yep. No, Brush. I'm sure.
Dave Grusch has come out.
Grusch.
Yep, he's come out and he's gone in front of Congress and talked about it in front of Congress. But he's also been behind the scenes doing a lot of interviews. And the thing I only learnt the other day is that he's actually gone. If he lies in front of Congress, he goes to jail. So he's coming forth and saying all this stuff. And if he's found to be lying, he goes to jail, actually.
Once again, if you look at the quality of the person, what's in it for him?
Yeah.
The same as Bob Lazar. Like you've seen the story with Bob. Why would he bother putting his neck in a sling for the sake of it?
Yeah.
He's got nothing out of it, as you said. There's monetary...
Yeah, that's right. This Dave Grusch is like, his credentials are way up here, Ashman. Like, he's got the highest clearances that you can pretty much get in the US government.
And I think also that's why there is a bit of respect there at the minute. I can't see that he's getting kicked around. I'm sure he's been threatened.
Oh,
absolutely,
yeah,
without a doubt. But he, a guy of that quality, there's no need to make it up.
No. And the other
there's
thing
no self-gain from it.
The other thing about him is that they're trying to ruin him on the internet and saying that, he's lying, he's doing this and all. And they're absolutely bashing the hell out of this bloke. And I'm sitting there going, what's he getting out of it? Like, if he lies and he's found to lie, he goes to frigging jail, So what's he getting out of it?
Sure. No, well, I think he's doing it for the planet, isn't he? He wants it out there so that everyone can move forward.
Yeah.
If you look at Jeremy Corbell, he wants somebody to say it is real, and he can sign off on that for the moment because
and that's the other thing that people are talking about Dave Grusch is that he's not a first hand. He's interviewing people that are saying that they've seen crashed sources, they've seen bodies, they've seen this. They're saying he's not the guy that's seen it. But he's talking to top level people. He's not just talking to me and you, giving me a phone call and go, hey, Scotty, have you seen that? Oh, of course I have. He's talking to people that,
sure.
At the same level as he. Just because he hasn't seen it doesn't mean it hasn't happened.
That's right.
So
yes, he might be getting a bit of a whack because he's saying that it's out there, but he can't produce the goods.
Yeah, well, the thing he's getting whacked on is that he physically hasn't seen it, but he's talked to people that have seen downcraft. And,
allegedly, yep, for sure.
Yeah, I'm not even going to say allegedly anymore, dude. I reckon this man, everything I've looked on and everything, the hole that I've gone down researching this guy, he's not making stuff up, man. And then you've got like senators like Marcus Rubio, that's actually gone in front of Congress and is backing up Dave Grusch. So you've got senators and like major people in this space coming out and saying, hey, we believe that people are hiding evidence of UFOs, Ashman.
Mm. No, there's been plenty of people in there. Like you've got the F-18 fighters, you've got Graves.
Yeah, Dave Fravor.
Yeah.
He was I think it was 2017 with the Tic Tac video and stuff like that.
2004, I think that was, on the Nimitz.
Yeah, so like there's a lot of stuff out there that not wackos. Like I always remember when I make a laugh is like I love Independence Day. So I've been an alien freak for a long time. So if you remember that movie with Will Smith and all that sort of stuff, you've got the guy that used to dust the crops and he was the crazy guy that said he'd been touched by aliens and stuff like that. It's not him saying it, Ashman. You're talking about a commander of like F-18 fighter pilots. He was in the commander of the flight on an aircraft carrier. This is not a wacko saying that he's seen something, dude. This is a credible source. And I can't believe major newspapers, not making anything of this. They just push it aside, Ashman. Like there's nothing coming of this.
There's only a little bit of grappling down low, isn't there, with the smaller mobs that are just starting to click on it now.
Yeah, we had the New York Times article that came out and that sort of like caught fire, but then it just diminished. Like it's just left alone. Like if you talk about the Nimitz, there weren't one or two. This was every day going on, hundreds of, sightings and like people seeing stuff. It's not one or two.
Sure.
And
it's all off the west coast there of America. So
yeah, it's funny how anything where you happen to have maybe a nuclear silo, there happens to be these little aliens or whatever.
Absolutely. No, it seems to be getting more and more. It's getting more attention every day. Like there's a story somewhere from
credible people, Ashman. And this is what makes me laugh about like what we talk about all the time. Is it's not wackos talking about this anymore. Like I'm sure me and you are going to get blowback in this country from our friends and stuff that don't really realise that we believe in all this sort of stuff and we're passionate about this stuff. And I truly believe we will get some blowback. Like that's a question I was going to ask you is like, we're coming forth now in this podcast saying that, we believe, like, I believe the US have crashed UFOs. I believe they've recovered bodies. I truly believe that. Now, what do you think you're going to get the blowback, Ashman? Do you think you're going to get any blowback from your mates on the building site going,
hopefully we get a little bit.
You're that wacko.
Hopefully we do. Hopefully we do get a little bit. Once again, it's just got to go through the process of having the evidence there. No one's got the evidence.
Yeah, I know that. But what I'm saying is, like, when you go to the building site, this podcast gets 200 views, and one of your mates see that, and they go, "Oh, geez, I always thought Ashman was a normal bloke, but he believes in aliens." He believes in aliens because in this country, I don't think we're as far advanced as like the US in believing. And hey, what do you think? Like I talk to my wife, and she looks at me like I'm absolutely batshit crazy. Like I hear her and my son giggling, going, "I think he's finally, gone. I think we got to start making plans."
Sure.
But I just, with all the evidence out there, I just can't see how this is not the front page news every day.
Well, I still think Bigfoot's real, mate. So
that's gonna be the best episode. I reckon week 3 or 4 we'll bring out Bigfoot, dude, because that's gonna be hilarious.
So,
but you have a look at like in Las Vegas. I think it was 3 weeks ago where the police cam footage saw something hit and they rushed around and they couldn't find anything, and all of a sudden the reports were coming through on the walkie-talkies and all that sort of stuff saying, there's something's happened and all that sort of stuff. There were police officers that wouldn't even get out of their car because they were going, what the hell's going on? And then the reports of 8 to 10 foot aliens running around on roofs and all that sort of stuff. Like, it's happening every day. And I agree. There's going to be a percentage of stuff that's false. Idiots. Guys that think they've been probed.
I think there's a lot of stuff in the sky. There's a lot of There's a lot of crap where you see, you know, you can tell it's a rocket taken off from Florida.
Yeah,
You know,
or whether it's a damn weather balloon,
yeah.
or whether it's a flock of seagulls.
Yeah.
Come on.
And you can see there's a lot of stuff there on most of the channels every night, and you go and you look at it and you go, that's crap. You know, how can you make something so bad? You know.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right.
But, yeah, as we all say, we want to believe. We want to believe.
I think that's my biggest problem, Ash, man, is that I want to believe so bad. And I wasn't going to say this, but Ashman knows I made a bet and I lost that first bet, and I backed it up and I said, by the end of the year, we're going to have actual proof, like actually aliens landing on the lawn and walking out.
How much did you bet?
Oh, I lost the carton. So I'm back
down already.
Yeah, now I'm slabbed down. And now we've doubled it up, and now we're going to a decently priced bottle of bourbon. So yeah, he might be making a fair bit of money out in the next couple of months, mate. But I believe it. I think we're not far away from actually having our first contact.
When's the due date that you've got to?
I'm until Christmas now, dude. I lost the first bet. So I've got till Christmas Day, dude. That's the next bet. Is Christmas Day.
You might want to start putting away a little bit more money, I think, on that one.
Yeah, he might be getting a nice Christmas present. But
I still go out for a whiz at 4 a.m. and look up in the sky, and at the moment, I think there's the moon
and Jupiter, is it?
Yeah.
Or, no, Saturn, I think it is. I've been watching the half moon with Saturn. Yeah, I've been watching that.
And you can walk straight out the back, out the front here, and you can see it so clear. It's fantastic.
It's amazing, dude. It's absolutely amazing. I think I'm going to lose the bet, but I just want it to happen so bad. Like, you know, all the stuff that's out there. It's got to happen soon, Ash, man.
Hope it does. As I said, I look every day, every night.
Yeah,
hoping that either something grabs me, or you know, it's generally a fucking.
I don't want to be grabbed, man. I don't want to have that. I don't want to have that. I think I said to you the other day too, and I said to my son, I said, I've never seen one. I've always believed in it since I was a little boy. I was a Star Wars freak. I've always believed in stuff that can be out there. But I said, you know what? I'll start doing this podcast and we'll be 10 episodes deep. I'll go out to the back to have my glass of milk at 2 o'clock in the morning. And there'll be a damn little thing in my back lawn going, hey, not talking to me, just talking through my mind going, yeah, we're really here. And I'm like,
we need to put something into your bottom, Scott.
You fucker. And now I can't talk about it because everything's I'm making it up and all that sort of stuff. All right, Ash, man, we're going to have to go for our first little ad break. And we're going to come back on the other side, and we're going to hopefully start talking about a little bit more of the Australian flavour, and hoping everybody can start contributing. And like, as I said, like, make sure if you like it on Instagram, follow us on Instagram, and we're going to hopefully put this up on YouTube. So
early next week. So
if you happen to watch
subscribe
it,
and hit the like button.
Hit the like button so we know you're out there listening. And if you've got any ideas, just let us know. All right, we'll be back in 5 seconds. See you soon. Hey, welcome back, man. Hey, just want to shout out to our sponsor, the White Roo Clothing Company. If you're interested in any great shirts that they supply us, check them out on Facebook.
What are you wearing today, Scotty? You got the Hudson River bar.
Hudson River bar, yeah. So I'm my whole wardrobe at the moment is full of that stuff. So I don't pay for too many shirts, which I'm really happy about. It's fantastic.
You've spent a bit of time down the back there throwing darts.
Yeah, I've spent, as my wife says, maybe a little bit too much time down there throwing down some darts and drinking some beers. And what about the signing company?
Look, the big Jace, right? He's Thanks, down Jace. At the SOS Safety Signs there at Green Acres. He's done all the printing for us, done all the stickers, all the merch for us. So those guys are fantastic. They turn stuff around real quick. And they, as I said, do legitimate safety signs and lots and lots of stuff. So we're happy to promote those guys. Look, let's talk about what you were saying about.
Yeah, man. Let's go back to the whistleblower, Ash, man. Yeah. Like, it's an amazing space. Like, they're trying to get a bill through Congress at the moment, and if they do, it's going to change everything. Like, what they're saying is, back in the day, back in maybe the 40s, the 50s, and the 60s, when they supposedly found crash sources and all that sort of stuff, they're trying to make technology out of what they found. So what they're trying to bring in Congress is that if you are playing with that sort of stuff, you have 60 days to tell us that you're doing it. and then you have 150 days to show us the stuff. And if that comes out, like there's a lot of Boeing, Lockheed, and all these big people that could be playing with this sort of technology, Ashman.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think it's got to go through the Senate. It's got to go through the House.
Oh, yeah, it's got a long way to go.
And it needs the president to sign off on it.
Yeah, old Joe Biden, if he can wake up and maybe sign something.
If he can stay awake long enough, he might get a bill done.
It'd be fantastic, Ashman. But yeah, if that actually goes through Congress, they're saying, like, if you listen to all the experts, they're saying that could change everything. Like the
People
reverse
would be
technology.
so scared to do it, though, wouldn't they?
No, because they're saying, like, back in the day when they got this technology from outside government sources, and they've been playing with this stuff for 30, 40 years. And if you have a look at what's the plane, Ashman, I always talk about, the stealth bombers and all this sort of stuff, the technology they got from that.
All the skunk work stuff.
Yeah,
Yes.
skunk works and all that sort of stuff. They're saying, like, all right, if you're playing with that and you've been using government money to play with that, we need to know about it.
Mm.
And that's huge, Ashman. You might actually see some bodies, Ashman.
Yeah, that might be a while off. That might be a while off.
You don't reckon it's going to come on the 25th of December for my bet?
No. I think you need to put a little bit more away for sure. That would be gold if you got that. We won't get
Ashman,
that in our lifetime. I don't reckon.
You don't think so? Oh, I'm so opposite, Ashman. I think if this sort of stuff, because if it's in Congress, if it's in the US Senate and all this sort of stuff, it means there's something to it. Whether they're trying to, and this is the other conspiracy, is
just quietly let it out.
This could be the other conspiracy, is that the US government have got the technology and they're trying to say, here's the UFOs over here.
I'm sure Russia's got it. I'm sure China's got it. I'm sure the world's all trying to play catch up to see who's got.
Of course, Ashman.
The best.
Of course.
Because you're going to be the champ, aren't you?
And that's why they don't want to say what they've got, because then you're letting the other people. And the other thing with the Tic Tacs and the UFOs and all this sort of stuff, if that's maybe not UFOs, that you're talking, it could be China, it could be Russia, it could be someone, or definitely not Russia, what's going on in the Ukraine. But if that's China playing with stuff, that the world's in front of us. Like that's scary. That's the worst case scenario if China have got that technology.
Sure.
But I don't think so. I think it's back to the UFO.
Well,
topic.
there was some sort of document or there was a discussion between a scientist and one of the major Navy guys, and what they try to do is let technology catch up. So it might be a decade before they bring anything out again.
Yeah.
And see whether they can line up something. No, can't do it. Put it away for another decade.
Yeah.
So it
But
was
can you
something
imagine?
memo or something notes. But that.
But this is what made me think about it. Can you imagine, right? I'm not going to say a company, but there's a company out there, right? And I go back to the, I've got to stop bringing up the movie references, like Independence Day, where the president goes to the lab and they've got the spaceship. They've got, who knows whether that's actually going on, Ashman? They've got a saucer there. They've got bodies there. And they're working to try to make that technology work.
You would think so.
I'd be.
Why is Area 51 so private? Even if nothing's there, they don't want you in there. You got the camo dudes that want to come up and torment you to the point that you got to move away.
I'll make a bet with you right now, Ashman, because I like making bets. My wife hates it, but I like making bets. Episode 100, if we're still going, we're doing it from Area 51.
Is that right?
Yep. We're gonna take Milne Road Studio on Two Drunk Aliens.
I know how to get there. That's good.
Two Drunk Aliens on the road for episode 100, and we'll find a fenced off area. We'll set up the cameras and we'll do an episode from Area 51.
Well, we can land right into Las Vegas International there, and
I don't think my wife will let me hang around Las Vegas. We'd have to be on the outskirts of Las Vegas. But yeah,
what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. No, that would be a good trip. So
it'd be an amazing trip. But that's episode 100.
I'll start to look at some flights on that one.
Yeah, we got a few to go through. But yeah, if that's what's going on, Ash, man, I would absolutely love it, dude. Like, I know that's what I believe is going on. I actually believe that they have got that technology. Someone is out there working on that technology.
I think there's too much now, isn't there, being talked about that it isn't. That it's not here. Yeah. That they haven't found stuff, that they haven't had, like, just people saying about you know, whenever something is going on, the army's there, you can't get close to it. You can't film it. Now that you've got phones, if you had mobile phones in 1947 with Roswell.
Yeah, but I heard another great quote. I wish I've got to start thinking and starting writing names down, but someone said, even though we've got the HD phones, right? Have you ever tried to take a photo of a bird flying in the air?
It's hopeless. You can't do it. It can't focus quick enough.
So a bird, I don't know how fast a bird flies, but if a ship sits there and then takes off, you're not going to get a clear. Everybody keeps on saying, where are the clear photos? How come we've got a clear? I'm sorry.
What about all the shit on your feet from fucking being, you know, like scared out of your wits that you're sitting there out the back having a pee? I'm sure your piss stops. And I
was about to say, can you imagine, right? This is my mentality, right? We're sitting here at the 47 Milne Studios. If I went outside right now, right, I got my phone in my pocket and I'm having a piss, and I look up and there's a fucking flying saucer sitting. The time I piss on my pants, piss down my friggin' leg, get my phone, it's gone, dude. Come on. Like, seriously, everybody thinks you're going to have time to get your little camera out and get it in a frame.
How many times does it do weirdo stuff on the white light?
Hang on a sec. I want to get a selfie. No, it's not quite in there. No, come on, man. It's not as easy as people think. I want everybody that actually believes in what I believe in, go outside tomorrow. No, not tomorrow because tomorrow's shitty, but Sunday is a nice blue sky.
4 o'clock in the morning, you might be right.
Go outside and try to take a freaking picture of a bird flying past. I beg you.
Yeah, well, this time of year, you get all the bats and they skate through at night time.
Oh, dude.
It's fantastic.
It's not fantastic. I hate fucking bats. But... yeah, like everybody thinks because we've got this technology, you're going to be able to take photos of it, dude. I'm sorry, if a 10-foot fucking alien or a fucking 8-foot alien's, I'm not going to take a photo of it, mate. I'm out of there, dude. I'm out of there. I ain't getting probed.
I got footage of Bigfoot because it was stuck behind a tree.
That's going to be a great episode. Right. Ashman in Canada chasing Bigfoot, man. I've got some great footage of that.
Of Bigfoot, but he's not moving at light speed, is he? So...
But that's what I'm saying. They haven't even got footage of Bigfoot yet, and you want to take a footage of...
I've got footage of Bigfoot. It's on the phone. I've got it.
It might be Mandy standing behind the tree, but it could be Bigfoot.
Well, it could have been, but it's not a puffer jacket. It's just big arms on a big fella.
Oh, it's fucking funny. All right, Ashman. That's what it's all about, though. You know what I mean? Like, this is what we're going to be talking about. And if you're out there, guys, hey... give us a subject, man. Like, if you want us to talk about a certain subject, give us a subject. And if you're out there, especially South Australia, I'll take Australia. But if you're in Australia, South Australia, and you've seen a saucer, or if you've seen something, just flick us a text.
The best one was the Westall primary school in Victoria.
Yeah, man. Hey, we're getting close to the end, Ash, man. So that's going to be a big subject.
There were 200 or 300 people saw that. A school teacher, a science teacher saw it.
Yeah, and a bunch of kids
he got told to be quiet about it. But a bunch of kids come around.
But a bunch of kids to this day tell the exact same story.
Sure, they're 60 years old now, mate,
and tell the same damn story.
They draw the same picture. Everything's exactly what it was.
But why isn't that more televised? Like, I had to go and research. As growing up, I never heard that story.
Sure.
It was only you told me about that, and then I had to go down the old dark web and go and search it and research it and all that sort of stuff.
One in Africa, the same. Another school in Africa saw it. So
the biggest one is in oh God, don't tap on the thing. Where was the one where the guy died when he touched the alien and carried it back in? I forgot now. I'll bring it back up. But that was recently, in 1997.
Like in the US?
No, it wasn't US. I'll come back to it and I will re-bring it up. But yeah, like there's all these, hundreds and hundreds of people have witnessed this, that they've got witnesses, but yet it doesn't make the paper. It's like the men in black suits come along and hush everything up and you're not allowed to talk about it.
Bing.
Brazil, there you go.
Okay.
In Brazil. And that one's amazing. They had a documentary I watched only the other day about it. And it was amazing, Ashman. But no one talks about it. It doesn't make the media.
Yes, there was someone, I remember that story now. It was covered by an American journalist.
It took him, I think it was 15 or 20 years to make the documentary, and the documentary was amazing.
He was on Rogan with that one, and he got quite emotional with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, because
of the torment that they still gave him.
yeah, he took
stuff.
I want to say a security guard or someone, and I apologize. We'll get better at doing the research, but he took a guy back to the site to see where he saw the saucer, and at that point it's going to even get weirder because there's actually little men running around as well, and he got physically scared and physically emotional about it. And I saw that and I went, he's not an actor. He's not Brad Pitt acting like that. That's a guy getting like bringing back memories and stuff.
Absolutely. No, it's good. It's real. It's getting more and more real daily. Look, Scotty, this is our first episode.
Yep, it's getting close.
You want to just run through a few things there?
Yeah. I just want to say, like, we will definitely get better at making sure we talk about. Like, I would love to talk about the Brazil story. I'd love to talk about the Australian school story and all that sort of stuff. But sorry, we got to make this the last couple of minutes. But we just want to say, hey, look, this will be coming up on YouTube, hopefully Monday, Tuesday type thing. So, hey, look, like it, subscribe it, give us a like on it.
Under the Milne Road Studios canopy. So if you click on that, you get all the content there as well.
For sure. And also make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram. And hey, guys, hey, look, it's going to get better. It's going to get a lot more crisper. But hey, look, this is our passion and we love it. And hopefully we can bring like an episode each week.
And there's some Too Drunk merch coming out. There's some shirts and hoodies and that.
There's hopefully I'm going to get some. But yeah, there's some really nice stuff coming out.
You'll get them. You'll get them for sure. The other thing too, Scotty, I said I'd do it.
God, he's going to bring this up.
I went down to On the Run the other day, and I saw Cozzy there. I like Cozzy. He's a farmer. He's a South Aussie struggler. Look, he gets out and about. We got some friends in Connecticut, New York, and if they came over here and said, "Where the fuck would you like to go in Adelaide?" I'd die on the spot. So
I'm not sure on Cozzy, just out there quickly.
He's given us 100 spots, and it's a very good book. It's the best $50 I've ever spent. So
hang on a second, you buy a West End draft, it's about $50.
But overall, hey, Scotty, we got here. We've introduced ourselves.
Fantastic, big man.
We've got a long way to go, and hey. Thanks for the opportunity that we got here, and it's now time to delve right into the UFO and the Bigfoot saga. So
and we're going to talk about the whole like a big thing I want to talk about Skinwalker Ranch, and
that's another one.
Ashman's favorite topic is the whole the ghosts and stuff like that, and
the paranormal.
Yeah, I'm not looking. I'll tell you right, guys, I ain't looking forward to that stuff because I reckon I won't sleep for a week. But hey, guys, thank you for tuning in, and hey, make sure you like and subscribe to our Milne Road studio. That was my camera just turned off. So you're seeing Ashman now, but my camera's just turned off. So hey, guys, thank you very much.